Heading into the international break, Steve, how do you sum up the first 4 games then? It was a case of kind of like getting through, really, wasn't it? A lot of rebuilding. And as you said, it wasn't all going to be fixed overnight.
Yeah, I mean, it's not been perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but I think someone worked out that if you compare the like-for-like results from 2 seasons ago, we're actually a point up.
Oh, I like that. I hadn't seen
which I mean, if you take these games in isolation, you probably think that's a little bit disappointing that we've only got 5 points from them. But yeah, okay, fine. But then you're now relying on kind of going with the same sort of record as we had. Yeah. I mean, bear in mind we got 87 points last time. That means we've still got another 82 to get.
Seems a long way off at the moment, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry to say, but I'm not sure what statistician gave you that, because they won 3 of the first 4 in 2023.
No, I'm not talking about the first 4 games.
Same opposition.
The corresponding
okay, so
games.
I can understand. Yeah, got you.
So yeah, I mean, these sort of things are useless anyway, aren't they? Really, but I think that 5 points from 4 games is not great, bluntly, but we've shown bits in every game that we've got quality in this division. We know that up against the best teams in the division, we can go toe to toe with them. Ipswich, we were comfortable for the vast majority of that game. They don't look any great shakes themselves.
No.
Leicester obviously got a good win on Friday night, but I mean they basically created 2 chances and scored them both. And Birmingham weren't very good either, having started the season really well. So it's been a strange start when you've got a side like Middlesbrough who have been tipped to be a little bit ropey this season, and Stoke, West Brom, who are in the top 3, and it's like, okay, this is a bit weird. But I think with all the transfer business that's been done, which we'll obviously come on to, but I think as a whole over the entire division, I think once we get the other side of the international break, that's when the real stuff starts. I think because teams know what they've got, they know that their squad is fixed up until January the 1st. So you've got 20 odd games now between now and then to kind of show what you're all about. And for us, that means we've got to be kind of starting to win games on the regular, and probably start to win games comfortably. I think would be the expectation in a lot of these cases. I think if you played yesterday's game in 2 months' time, when all these new players have settled in, maybe the 11's looking different, the formation probably looks different. If we do find a way of going to 4 at the back, then maybe we win yesterday quite comfortably. And it's a 3-0 job, and everyone's kind of saying, well, that was easy, wasn't it? But we've played them when we played them. That's the way the fixture list's fallen, and yeah, I mean, we've got out of there without losing or even looking like losing. And I don't think we've really looked. The Stoke game, we didn't even look like losing at any point. That was the most annoying thing, that we'd created so many chances in that game, and just fluffed our lines in front of goal. So it's we don't have as many points as we should, based sort of relative to performances, I think. But I also remember saying exactly the same thing last season around this time. So it's one of those. I think disappointing that we're only on 5, but 7 or 8 I think would have been fair enough.
Would have been a dream. I want to move on and just chat about the Norwich game, and then obviously do all the stuff about the transfers as well. Anything else on Watford before we finish? I kind of feel like the season just like kicks on from here, doesn't it?
I just hate playing 3 at the back. I just want to put that in the bin as soon as possible. There's just so many reasons why I don't like it. Wide central defenders getting pulled out of position and exposed. It's easy to attack against if you're a limited team like Watford. You basically just punt the ball into the corners and chase it. Drags the centre halves out, drags the wing backs back. Defenders get in each other's way, abdicate responsibility after you, that sort of thing. Yeah. I think the game's moved on from a time when that was relatively successful. A few teams played it. I mean, I can't think of any team at the moment that plays it successfully. Certainly in the Premier League, I think. I mean, Man United are an example of a team that play it and don't play it successfully. It's the same sort of thing. Yeah. Unless you have two brilliant central midfield players and two fullbacks who can get up and down at sprint speed for the entire game, which no one can. I just do not like it. It doesn't suit us. When you see Taylor Harwood-Bellis get dragged into the left back position, that's the other thing. That I mean, the two outside centre backs have really got to be able to play at fullback as well, because they end up over there covering the wing backs going forward, and it's just don't like it. I just think it makes everything so disjointed. So yeah, three at the back and get in the bin. And I'm looking at the squad that we've built. We seem to have roughly two players for every position in a 4-2-3-1, and I think that's the way it's going to go.
Yeah, I must admit, I know that Will has sort of explained that he feels he doesn't have the players to do a 4-2-3-1, but I don't quite get why. Like, I don't exactly understand what he thinks he's lacking. Because, I mean, in my eyes, he's got Ryan Fraser and Jay Robinson, who are two wide men. He's got a striker. He's got two defensive midfielders. All right, to be fair, he didn't have a 10 really previously before Finn Azaz. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what he feels he's missing, but yeah, he's a manager. I'm not. So
yeah, I mean, I feel like he's missing players to play three at the back. You haven't got a left-footed centre back unless you play Charlie Taylor there, which I think is probably what you need to make the defensive side of that work. I mean, and if I think the 4 games where you had 4 different setups are the combinations of players or players in different, like Harwood-Bellis was on the left, Stevens on the right against Watford, whereas the previous game it was the other way round. You've had Kwaji's played, Edwards has played, and that's just across 4 games. So, yeah, it can get in the bin quickly. Come on.